Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, to the Halo World Championship over here on B-Stream. My name is Sims, this is Strongside, and that's Wonderboy. And we've just got an absolutely wild, and I mean wild, information from down on the main stage. Harry, you went to watch the last game. What just happened?
Splyce just beat Envy 3-1. Everyone Phantom captured the flag in game 4.
Everyone's predictions just...
Bit shocking.
What's that? Oh,
definitely shocked right now.
Just get rid
They're
of
all
it.
gone.
It's useless.
We're done.
That's it.
The pool's
this is the
messed.
World Championships, man. Every single team here can beat any other team here, in my opinion, with the exception of like Optic and maybe Liquid.
When you look at Splyce too, like
how bad they've been recently.
Yeah, like they've had to go through so much to even get here today. Like this roster, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. This roster, they're so young. It's a young roster with so much raw talent, but when that raw talent comes together, I mean, they can really take down some top teams.
That's an upset, though, in my opinion. That's a massive upset. That's many people's second-ranked North American team, with going up against a team that came in through the last chance qualifier, had multiple Game 7s, Game 6s to get there, and they just beat them 3-1.
I'm intrigued to see if we get the stats at the end, if we can go back and have a look, if Shotzi's doing what Shotzi does online, and I said this, if Shotzi just plays as well as what we know he can do, that roster's disgustingly dangerous. You know, he literally single-handedly was trashing teams online, and yeah, that's wild. That's wild, man, and that just messed up the entire thing. I mean, there's still a loser bracket, you know, but in terms of what we were expecting compared to, it's thrown a spanner in the works.
Well, what's interesting about the rest of that group is that Immunity is still in that group. Immunity beats Splyce. If Immunity beats Envy, that means Envy's in the losers bracket.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
People said that about Splyce.
That's a good point. And that
would be. I mean,
we're going too deep
if that
here.
happened, that would be an insanely big upset.
That would be everything.
In ANZ, boys.
Everything out the window.
Believe in ANZ.
Well, we're believing in somebody else. We're going to believe in crowd pleasers, because the big question is, can they take down what they did? Kratos, you know, and Naded together. Last year round, they came across and they took second at the Halo World Championship 2016. To better that, they have to take first. There's a lot of teams standing in their way. And, you know, Supremacy, they did take a game off them, but they potentially even took, you know, I think safe to say, potentially even pushed them to a Game 5 at one point, because that Rig Strongholds game, Mike, if Supremacy had opened up like that and took control of the power weapons, just as Naded said early on, I think we'd have been playing a Game 5. Yeah,
you heard Naded even say, he's like, you know, they were coming back, and like, you could tell that Naded and his squad knew, like, hey, we got to try and close this out, and they're frantically trying to just pick up 2 strongholds to get, I believe it was 6 or 7 points that they needed. But yeah, looking at that match, it's like it could have gone to Game 5. So I'm really looking forward to this next one, though. Luminosity First London Conspiracy. And you look at Luminosity, we saw these guys almost beat Team Envious in Las Vegas, taking them to Game 7, but Envious was able to close it out. And when you look at this Luminosity roster, Ninja, Victory X, like, these guys have been around for some time. Victory X, he's been around since 2005. He is the oldest Halo 5 competitor right now.
Dad, is that you? still playing Halo, still trucking along. Fear itself as well, his duo in the back. You've got to remember this. Been playing together for many, many years. L-Town, Saiyan, Ninja. And now this is the man that we need to look out for. So back in Vegas, and I said this, he was the star of this team. Him and Victory X were going absolutely insane. If they can do the same again, this is going to be an easy win for them. But, however, we do know that there has been a little bit of a break from practice from this team. And whether or not that will show in this match, kind of like we saw previously on Crowd Pleasers, where Supremacy managed to sneak a game, the big question is, can London Conspiracy do the same? You're pretty confident in this one, aren't you, Harry?
What, in London Conspiracy?
In London Conspiracy's ability.
I think, yeah, a lot of people sleeping on these guys, to be honest with you. I mean, this lineup, when you add Cristola to the base of Lunny, Ramirez, and Septic, who have been playing together for a little while now, they already had like a pretty solid foundation. They just needed that star player, and Cristola really is just the firepower that they needed. But Septic is interesting fact about this is the fact that Septic's actually teamed with Ninja on the Luminosity side back in the Halo 4 days. So you can see right there, he's also teamed with the likes of Flame Sword and even the Suds.
The world's famous.
Even the Suds.
The world famous Suds.
Talking about Septic as well, I love his story along with Moe's and Respectful. These guys narrowly missed qualifying for Worlds last year. And these guys didn't give up. They kept at it, they practiced, and they just kept going for this past year. And now they were able to accomplish what they tried to last season, and now they're here at the Halo World Championships.
I mean, it's the story of the French. Millennium booted him out last time, but this time they overcame it, and they are here. They are ready to play. They are locked. They are loaded. Empire Stronghold. Same layout as you saw previously here for group play. Eden Team Slayer Game 2, Colosseum, Capture the Flag Game 3, and then 4 and 5, the Rig Strongholds, and finishing it off with a Plaza if we do need a Game 5, baby. And honestly, I would love to see one. Harry, any person in particular you want to be kicking this game off with?
I want to kick this one off, in my opinion, with Ninja. I was watching him play a little bit yesterday. Wasn't having the greatest of times on main stage, but obviously, you know, this is practice and stuff. Key part about Empire Strongholds, the power-ups. Ninja's going to grab the camouflage straight away, but he's going to be burnt. But the good thing here for Luminosity, they actually have grabbed the overshield. So nightmare start here for LC. The overshield is now completely gone for L-Town, but look at the slays he's getting out of it. They're surely going to grab the pit right here, but L-Town loses the fight against Ramirez. Right?
Yeah, nice battle going on from Ramirez to at least answer back there. Ninja does take him down and clear that one. Cristola accepts the challenge. Ninja will get taken down there from Sneaky. 2 plots in the hands now of Luminosity Gaming. Cristola trying to get away with his life, does get round the pillar, throws down a grenade. Let's see if we get any hit markers. No, he cannot, so he's going to jump round. Look at the map movement. He's managing to stay alive. Will he go for the challenge? Yes, he will. But it's going to be L-Town who says thank you very much. 1, 2, 3 members of London Conspiracy will go down. Last member is Lunny, and there we have it. 4 dead. Unfortunately for London Conspiracy. It's going to be hard. There's too many L's in this pool, man.
Many L's.
Luminosity looking really dominant here at the start of this match. You know, I actually want to jump to a listen-in with Luminosity to hear what this guy, or hear what this team's communication is like. So let's jump into an Astro listen-in.
Hey, I can look lights. I don't see him lights.
Top tower.
Looking.
Yes,
red plat.
What's nice? We got turbine.
On me.
Weak turbine. Ready.
Red plat.
Guys, blue sneaky in pit. High pit, still one hit. Blue sneaky down.
Hey, drop.
Blue pit, no. Turbine.
I'm contesting for you guys.
Yeah, they're all.
Die.
Okay, that's thing.
Watch out, Lenny. Low pit.
Both weak.
More. One in high pit to left.
Both there, both one shots. Two there.
Enemy team.
I spawned red. I'm gonna go outside.
I'm in red.
Somebody help me outside.
Double get red real quick.
Wait, rip here.
Red outside down.
Red fan.
What's up right away, too. And red, two red.
I'm playing camo. What's down camo?
That's their plan.
Got one.
Nice job. One red. I think I red. Camo and it was both up.
Nice play, dude.
One shot red. He's red. He's just sitting there. He's sitting in the corner.
Watch the blue
He's looking at you.
Watch blue sneaky. You're alone.
Got a shield. He's alone still. He's alone red.
I'm your south.
Alone still red. Nice.
Bomb tower.
Obi got me.
One red.
Obi got me. Obi got blue.
Yeah, one in bomb tower.
Flat.
Bomb tower went
Blue flat still. Obi.
No one in.
Top cat with Obi. Top cat with Obi. He's the bottom top mid.
Okay.
Top mid with Obi.
Oh, that's not. Jump back, ring up.
Ninja watch.
Weak for blue.
Looking.
I'm outside.
Got double.
Blue security, dude. We never killed him.
Lights.
Blue sneaky right now. Still there.
Bottom top it.
Turbine.
Turbine last kid.
Got one.
Turbine's one in. He's one in. Blue leg.
Watch bottom pit.
Blue pit.
Top pit right now. Top pit. One shot. Two there. Nice.
Your team scoring.
And there you have it then. We're going to see Conspiracy at least trying to make something of a comeback, but we do see the power of Luminosity Gaming coming clutch. They're now going to try and advance onto the triple cap. That's going to be Casey. Lunny will get tagged up with a grenade, but comes in thick and fast with the AR. Goes one-on-one there with L-Town. Takes him down. 1, 2, 3 members of Luminosity. They will fall. So Cristola, he's going to tag up the hill over here on blue, but he does know that there is a player around the corner. He's getting grenaded quite badly, so he opts to jump in. 2 members here will tag up red base. They'll work together. Almost able to push the triple cap, but on the opposing side, they're going to be spawning inside blue. They're just going to clean that plot up, Mike, and yeah, it's a little bit even Stevens at the moment. We're going to see London Conspiracy trying to make something back.
Yeah, I will say right there, though, Cristola, I love the play. He could have just capped red straight away, realized, hey, my help isn't quite here right yet, so he just relaxed on that and just waited for his teammate to come in. Great push there out of Cristola. He's playing particularly well here in game number 1. And London Conspiracy right now, they are actually pulling this back in my opinion. Nice double there from Lunny. That's 2 in a row. 30 to 42 the score. The power-ups coming up right now. Lunny got the last overshield. It was L-Town on the Luminosity side who got the last camouflage. So looks like it's going to be London Conspiracy playing majority for this overshield. It's actually going to be Ramirez to grab that as well. Not sure where the camouflage has gone just yet, so Ramirez is going to have to keep an eye on that one.
Oh, they don't get beat down. This is the one beat down. One player thrust back. It's going to be Ninja. Tries to tag him up. Does he get the stick? Yes, he does. And there you go. That is how you burn an OS, ladies and gentlemen. Stick them and then beat them. Saiyan, though, downstairs, getting grenaded up. They're going to at least take back pit. Victory X with the ground pound in the kill feed. And he seems to be Lunny doing a hell of a lot of work at the moment for LC. He finally will drop down. Ramirez will answer back in the kill feed. You can see it there. Ninja, again, 2 members of LG. They all just dive bomb into pit. Someone comes in to put a stop on this one for all but a moment, but that's not going to work. Saiyan, he'll come in, clean up, and all of a sudden we're back on 2 plots captured. Time ticking away here for Luminosity Gaming.
Yeah, Luminosity did a great job at making an excellent push towards bottom mid right there, just clearing out all the players on London Conspiracy. Also picking up a few kills to add to that, taking down Septic as they're hanging around outside. Sane doing a great job at just trying to stay alive, making himself such a tough kill. But as I say that, we're going to see 2 go down for Luminosity. You're going to see Ramirez get control of the base here and then potentially start to go for control here of the pit. And you know what? Actually, London Conspiracy isn't going to rush for that pit right away. 2 of them are going to go down, but if both of those players did not fall, I kind of liked how they were slowly making their way up towards that bottom middle so they could get another slay rotation in. Yeah, you're going to kill 2 guys, but you got to make sure they're on that right slay rotation. If you get into that bottom middle hill and they're spawning up in a second, you're just going to get bombarded with grenades.
Now here comes the trip cap out of Luminosity Gaming. Septic's having to force to push back. He will go down in Tower 1. One player, though, hunting for his teammates. They come off of the spawn over on red side, Ninja. And I believe that's also Saiyan as well, working side to side. Yes, they are indeed. Ramirez is going to try and tag up red base. Victory gets the call out, though. Is he here in enough time? Yes, he is indeed. 1, 2, look at that flood. 3 members of Luminosity Gaming just come in. They wipe out the assault that London Conspiracy was trying to get. That's going to be a missed beat down there, unfortunately, from Lunny. Catches the wall, does go down. Once again, it's L-Town, though, with the OS, doing some extraordinary work over here on London Conspiracy. Goes one-on-one with Septic, going to easily win that one. Last shot medal will get tanked up as well, Mike.
Something to note about L-Town. L-Town was the runner-up last year, placing 2nd at the Halo World Championship. So this guy, he knows how to play top-tier Halo. He knows what it takes to get to that finals, and this is going to be it. Luminosity Gaming taking game number 1. 100 to 47. Definitely looking like these guys are looking good, but still not at their top tier performance like we saw them at Vegas.
Yeah, I don't think that was the strongest of performances. Certainly it was 100% a win, you know, but London Conspiracy showing certain signs of life at points and showing that they're not an absolute pushover. You can see on screen there, Ninja and Saiyan just looking forward to getting into this game number 2. Looking at the kill feed though, L-Town topping the charts, credit to him. Usually the one person that I see time and time again kind of going a little bit negative now and again. Using the Team Liquid skin, knows going to be playing against them earlier on, so just getting ready for that one. 17 and 11 from him, 13 and 13 coming out of Saiyan. Victory X though at the top of the boards, we've seen him time and time again. 16 and 10. Ninja not having the best of games, 9 and 14, but plenty of assist medals in the bag.
What's crazy about that game is the fact that London Conspiracy, they, what was it, 100 to 47? London Conspiracy actually had the lead in this game with 47 points. It was around 47 to 43 at one point when Luminosity got the final, basically, possession of control of the strongholds. And from then on, they just got, I think it was 2 cycles of power weapons and a big chunk of their points from total control. So they just seemed to kick it into a different gear in the second half of that game. Good start from London Conspiracy. They went down around 30 points by, you know, a 30-point margin early on. They bounced back, but as soon as Luminosity realized the game had started, it was like pretty easy for them.
This is what a North American team can do.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to North America, Europe indeed. So we're moving on into game number 2. Nice little start there for Luminosity. Certainly London Conspiracy. Fair enough, they're going to be down in the series, but they did put up at least a decent fight, looking to do what Supremacy did in the previous matchup, check this one off and move forward into Eden Team Slayer. Mike, Eden TS, plenty of weapons on the map. Certainly that sniper rifle is a very lucrative weapon, I want to say. You got the rockets as well, as we saw earlier on with Kratos breaking setups. Main place you want to see teams rotating with that sniper.
I mean, you want to see that sniper at blue. That's kind of the classic setup. You want to have that sniper back in the blue attic, as far away from everyone else on the map, because you're going to get a lot of sightlines at blue. You have sightlines over towards the turbine. You have sightlines over towards the red base. You have sightlines into tower, catwalk, literally across the entire map. And not only that, it takes so long for that other team to get to you. I mean, we just had Naded up here and talking to him. He was talking about, he's like, when those guys on Supremacy, when they got rockets and sniper, it was so hard for us to make a push onto them and actually regain control. But there you're going to see the series layout there. And, you know, we only made it to Game 4 earlier. Going to Game 5 would be quite insane. You know what? We actually didn't do predictions here. So I'm gonna put this on you two this time. Let's start with you, Sims.
LG 3-1.
London Conspiracy 3-0. So I'm already wrong. No, I think probably it's going to be a 3-0 in my opinion, Luminosity. All depends on Eden Slayer. As we said before, this game type heavily about the power weapons. The sniper, the rockets coming up every 2 minutes of the rockets and every 3 minutes for the snipe. So if London Conspiracy can get control of the majority of the power weapons, they have a chance in this game. But after what we've just seen, it's going to be Victory X picking up the rockets, Ninja with 2 kills, Lunny the last alive for LC with the snipe. And if he can't stay alive right here, it's going to be tough for London Conspiracy at the start of this game to get some kills.
I love what he's done though. He's just thinking, right, boys, I'm out of here. He's completely bailed with that sniper, and I'm still looking. Finally, is that him going to be dead? Yes, it is. So Sam will eliminate him. Septic picks up a double kill as well. More than likely, Septic will have acquired that sniper rifle. I'm looking at the players' POVs on the left and right and not seeing anybody's hands at this moment in time, so not sure where that weapon's gone. Lunny may have thrown it off the map. In fact, no, it's Sayan who finds it. So that's going to be in the back pocket of this player. Transitions now, jumps up onto red platform. And Mike, he's just going to wander around and try and find some targets. They've doubled the scoreline. They've got a nice little bit of a cushion there on the lead. Yeah, so this is definitely a little bit different to hold the sniper over here, but it's not completely just out of this world. This is where you would hold it if you're not at blue. You have sightlines across the entire map, at least towards tower, catwalk, and blue. You may not be able to see too much outside, but he's giving some excellent cover fire. And to note as well, Sayan just joined this team at Las Vegas. So less than a month ago, this guy has only played in one event with this team. Really brought a lot to the table as a sniper, as a slayer, as an objective player. He does quite a bit and pulls in, or plays a lot of roles for this squad because, I mean, we all know Ninja's a main slayer. Victory, he's that all-around player, that guy that just will do whatever it takes to win, and Sayan's really just kind of following the lead of these guys. At the moment, though, Septic's just looking for some support from his team. Probably look to see him jump off the map with this sniper rifle. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Yes, he does. There he goes. You're not having a sniper today, Ninja, my friend. See you later. But unfortunately, that's going to cost them another life on the board. Kristola downstairs, though, will get the SMG, so at least he can go one-on-one up close and personal. Also going to grab the light rifle so he can look and scope in across map. Ooh, L-Town jumps up, just sees a complete wall of splinter and thinks, now I'm bailing out of this one. See you later, my friend. Going to get a reload on them rockets to try and hunt down some more London Conspiracy players. And I like this play. You might as well just sit here, wait for them to take the bait, and then get the 3 kills they want to buy. Yeah, by hanging back here in the turbine, you've got so much cover. A player would have to come all the way around you, all the way around and expose themselves at the turbine, and he had some cover as well, so a great placement from him, and then actually now even a greater rotation. Yeah, 23 seconds till the next sniper pops. I like how London Conspiracy at the moment are trying to slow this game down. You know with that sniper you're going to get untradeable kills, and when you're down by 7, as London Conspiracy are right now, slowing down the game is so important, but you can see the kill feed. Just LG just completely sniffing out the London Conspiracy players, not allowing them to slow down the game, and it looks like they are going to be in a prime position to pick up the next sniper as well. It's actually going to be Ninja to pick that one up. Yeah, things not really going too well here for London Conspiracy. In fact, Lunny and Septic, they'll get 2 of themselves. Ninja's left on his own though. Grenade goes down, looking for the hit markers. He thinks, you know what, boys, I'm having a bit of this. Dives on in, BR in hand as well, and that weapon hits like a tank one-on-one. Sniper rifle comes out, doesn't quite get the triple. You gotta love the switch there from Ninja though, because instead of trying to just go for a classic no-scope, try and pulling off a flashy play, he switches to the BR, pushes up with his teammate, and they're able to pick up 2 easy kills. There's no point, especially when you've got a 24-17 lead. You're not making a montage here, you might as well play passive and play it properly. L-Town tags up 2 in Ramirez, down he goes, looking across a control tower though. He knows where people are because you've got one player in front of him. He's getting some sick shots off with that light rifle. Septic and Cristola, the least trade back. Ninja answers back with the light rifle kill of himself. Lunny in with the arrow as well. At the moment, it's just trade for trade, but they're slowly bringing it back. 8 minutes on the clock. There's a no-scope, one to the body. His teammate helps him out. Spins around. There's another one as well. Enjoy that, my friend. So down he goes. And L-Town just doing a lot of work with that sniper rifle. Finally, Lunny will shut him down. But it's Ninja who comes in to answer the call with the SMG. Who's going to be grabbing that sniper?
All the goodies are down right now. You want to put all your focus, either team you are on, all focus needs to be around the turbine right now. Snipers down here. Rockets, I believe, are down here somewhere as well in this mess. But no team really able to get complete control here. Ramirez finds the rocket. He's going to miss too. And L-Town with an insane reversal there on Ramirez, dodging 2 rockets, but what a play by L-Town. This man is coming here to put on a show.
Here lies Ramirez. That was windy. That was windy, man. To avoid not only 2 rockets, but then avoid those bullets as well. L-Town managed to just put the nail in the coffin there. Unfortunately, Ninja goes down. Sniper rifle still hanging around this side for LG. They could probably grab it. As we do see Lunny Conspiracy coming off the spawn, it's going to be Lunny who tracks back to rockets. That's not going to stop saying, though. He drops down the pod and gets the easy kill. L-Town finds the sniper rifle. 3 bullets in the chamber, but look at that sneaky player there just on the corner. That's going to be Ramirez. Unfortunately, does get seen. He's just going to back up in. Please don't hurt me.
Just waiting for some help.
Done for. That's
Nothing
it.
you can do here.
He's already dead.
You're done, man.
He's already dead.
There's no escape. There's one way out, and L-Town is just waiting for you.
Turtling in his shell. Grenade's going to go in. I'm sorry, Rami, but you're not getting away from that one. That would have been a fantastic shot if he had managed to land it. Scopes in again, helps his teammate out. Ninja comes in, 40-29, and it's just steady away here for Luminosity Gaming.
Yeah, this teamwork coming out of Luminosity Gaming here is just phenomenal. And you've seen L-Town with the sniper. It feels like the entire game. Here you go. Next sniper's coming up. You know what, L-Town? Here's another little present. He gets another sniper now, just to add on to that ammo that he has. Hits the body shot and gets the kill. L-Town, what a play, taking down Lunny, 44-31.
L-Town, absolutely sterling stuff from this player. Fantastic work so far. 44-32, 5:45 remaining on the clock. Sayan now just looking for blood as he's wandering around with these fresh rockets. 4 bullets in the chamber. Sees a dot on the radar, transfers round, fires 1, fires 2. Probably could have got the beat down then, didn't have to waste it, but he at least wanted to secure the kill because they only need 5 more and the time is counting down. 5:27. There's 46 as well. 4 more kills and this will be an LG win. Sniper rifle though in the hands.
Look at this pressure though. Look at this pressure from LG. Just
no time.
They're not even giving him time to even use that sniper.
And he falls. Just as simple as that, as you mentioned. 1 more kill is going to seal the deal here and take game number 2 for Luminosity Gaming. We're looking at the player outlines. No one's around here. But look at this teamwork. It's just a little tag team partnership. They're just wandering around as a duo, watching each other's back. Ninja's all in, all out aggressive. You find the player, but it doesn't matter. On the opposing side of their map, it's going to be Victory X who finds the final and 50th body.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. Lot of power weapon control and kills for the boys on your screen right now. Luminosity coming out with that win on Even Slayer, 50-36, a real commanding performance. The player that impressed me the most in that game, in my opinion, was L-Town. I mean, we saw a lot of his point of view. He was staying alive a whole load, and he was constantly putting damage down, getting kills with those power weapons, controlling the rockets. He was a very impressive player in that game in particular, and looking at the stats, they certainly reflect that here as well.
Yeah, with same.
Yeah.
12 assists. Definitely got to point out the assists for the new guy on the team with only playing on this squad for 1 event. They almost beating Team Envious at the event that he first is on this team. I mean, just goes to show that this new young player, I mean, I feel like we haven't even like really talked about that whole exchange as well too much either.
Yeah, with the allegiance change for Trippy, that was wild, and it just kind of added to the firepower that Luminosity was kind of, you know, really needed. Fair enough, they did take down crowd pleasers, but it shows how just one team change can take a team from being good to being incredible. I mean, this, it wasn't great.
Was not great, but what I will say was we spoke about the power weapon control from Luminosity and how LC, when they got the power weapons, they really didn't have that much time on them.
Yep.
That reflected in the power weapon kills as well. Luminosity had 7 to LC's just the 1.
Not great.
And it wasn't just the 7 power weapon kills. Those are just kills they're getting outright with snipe and rockets. We saw a lot. They were using the rocket splash damage and then switching to like a rifle or a pistol to clean that one up. So we're not even taking into account those types of kills with the power weapon kills right there. So just the power weapon control again from Luminosity really outshining London Conspiracy in that game. So
rolling on in to game number 3. I mean, quick shout out to Ninja, 16 and 10 making up for that game number 1. You mentioned, Harry, 13 and 6 coming out of L-Town, keeping the deaths that low and still pulling out 13 in the bag. It's a game of 2 halves, right? It's not all about the Slayers. I know it's about getting 50, but if you're not dying, you're stopping the opposing team from winning. So we're rolling into game number 3. Can LG make this a clean sweep and pretty much just wipe London Conspiracy to the side? Certainly, London Conspiracy will not want that to happen. They want to fire back, especially when you've seen, you know, Supremacy on the other side do it and take a game from a North American team and such a North American powerhouse, you know, like CP. Conspiracy, they've got a lot to live up to. It's a great team. Honestly, I mean, it's going to be Coliseum capture the flag. Mike, how do you take down Luminosity Gaming in this? Is it literally just, again, all about controlling that Rockets and Snipe? Because we saw crowd pleasers, they didn't even have weapon control. They just run the flag. Yeah, I mean, we saw them lose control at the start, but they definitely got some control later on. I think when we saw SLG had the sniper, he wasn't really able to use it to its full potential. He missed a handful of shots, and I don't believe he ended up getting a kill with it. So it's definitely going to take a lot of control in the sniper area and that bridge, but at the same time, you can't get stuck in your base. You got to be in the other team's base, just moving that flag. Sometimes you'll have a team that just, for some reason, they don't want to go for the flag, but we'll kick things off with Septic as he's making his way over towards the sniper. And let's see if he's able to get any help here. He's going to go down, though, and his teammate as well. So looks like we've already got Victory X with a sniper. Yep, just hunting around, trying to find some faces. Ramirez is there. He's getting forced back, though, for an opponent inside the cave. Cristola comes in and ends Ninja's life. That's going to be with the Rockets. Remember, guys, this is game number 3. London Conspiracy are looking to at least try and do some damage. Both flags are out. Potentially looking to try and Victory X, though. This rotation's insane. He's in their base, sniping them in his own base, and they've no idea where he is. Tags up one, will drop down, doesn't find the end of the kill, but that doesn't matter. Ground pounds onto the side just to try and stay alive, which he does. Finally does die, but Vic X, man. And the flag is also in doing that. They've managed to run it, stick one in the back. London Conspiracy pressure really on, Mike. And look where they're running this flag as well. What a snipe by Ramirez. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's going to have to get a clutch kill here. But he does know, that flag player does know. But Ramirez picks up the headshot anyway. Goes for another one, not going to be able to connect. But that flag's all the way in the base. Luckily, we did see one of the players from London Conspiracy get that flag out over towards the bottom middle area. So Ramirez has to push up, tries to go for a no-scope. He's got to stay alive here. His teammates are going to be able to retrieve this flag, though, and get this maybe moving back to their base. They actually revert this back all the way towards, going towards Blue Elbow, surprisingly, instead of taking this over towards their sniper side. And I see why they're able to get that return and tie the game up 1-1. Rockets are coming up in less than 5 seconds, or they're coming up in 5 seconds. Ninja with a triple kill. This is just madness right now. What an insane set of events. Ninja comes in, shuts that down, says not today, boys. Triple kill comes in, running another flag here for LG, and that's a quick one. That might even potentially have been a stealth cap at the end there, which it is. Nobody spots him, nobody shoots him. He's allowed to roam 3, turns the triple into a cap. 2-1 now here for Luminosity Gaming. This doesn't look good, and you've got L-Town with the Rockets. That's going to be 1 down, 2 down for LC right now. Almost 3 down. Victory X is going to get taken down by Septic, but L-Town's moving in. Cristola's down. Does he pick up this kill? Yes, he does. That's 3 down for London Conspiracy. L-Town looking like he's got some cover here over by the sniper. Running it through lift. This could be it. No one nearby. Let's take a look from the third-person view, and that is gonna be it. Luminosity Gaming, in a very quick fashion, take the series 3-0.
Wow.
Friends, that is it. London Conspiracy, that's how you play Coli CTF.
Was that a series? Was that a full series? Oh my day. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh.
We'll leave it as a surprise for the viewers.
Lennox.
I think they know just by.
This isn't good.
They just know by.
This isn't good.
by that reaction.
There's a goose on the loose.
All right, we got to take a look
You've got
at those
to put the
here.
you've got to put the kill feed on. You've got to show it on stream.
Oh,
We've
man.
got to see the damage report.
It's not good.
What?
Yep, put the stats on.
please.
We have to.
Oh, there it is.
The goose is loose.
Lunny, I'm sorry, bro.
Honk honk
sorry.
all day long, baby. 0 and 8. Wow.
Wow.
And that man on the air is Ninja. Bro, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How are we feeling as a team?
Absolutely just perfect, man. We were a little nervous at first yesterday. We didn't get too much time to practice for the last 6 days leading up to the tournament because I was away for an H1Z1 event, and Victory couldn't scrim Monday night when we got back because he had like some work or something, and then Tuesday we couldn't scrim because Saiyan had to be up at 4 a.m. for his flight. So like,
So you guys are feeling pretty good though, even though you haven't warmed up too much.
yeah, we won. You know, yesterday we got really lucky. ESL allowed us to warm up for at least like 2-3 hours, and we just we played Envy, had some good games against them, just got into our groove, which is all we wanted to do. Like even though we got smacked in the Slayers, we just needed to just get warmed up.
I mean, we saw you kind of back when we look back at Vegas. I mean, you pushed. I mean, Envious to a Game 7. Like, you guys looked like you were ready to rock and roll that event.
Yeah, dude, you know what? We that was just everyone playing really good Halo. Sal was actually on a controller where his bumper wasn't really working. Everyone his jumping. And he jumps a lot. If you guys know Sal's gameplay, so he's been playing top Halo the last couple of days and really last couple of weeks. So, but no, that Game 7 against Envy, man, something that I always stress, we don't want to burn power-ups when we have control. Like, don't go for them when we have control, like, and die. And that's why we lost the game. It was Game 7. It was 47-43, and we got a pick, and he went for overshield. It didn't even burn it, but he died going for it. Right. And then that lost all momentum then. Even though we got it, it's just, but.
So I want to talk about Saiyan.
Absolutely.
I feel like we haven't heard too much about Saiyan, and this is a pretty shocking story. You guys just picked him up going into Vegas. You qualify with him.
Yeah.
And now you guys look like you're on a tear. Like, you guys almost beat Team Envious, as Sims just said. Like, what was this whole process? What made you pick up Saiyan, and like how has he contributed to your team?
So we originally, Sal when we very first started talking, when all the team changes were happening prior to Vegas, and I think even prior to St. Louis, prior to St. Louis too, he was like, Saiyan was the first person on his mind. But I knew that Trippy was a free agent, and I have seen that kid play in dubs, and like he's a straight monster. So, and then when we got Victory back, as a team of 3, we're like, all right, we're just going to take Trippy. We took Trippy. He left us right away after the first event just because we don't really know exactly why. And then immediately we're like, Saiyan. Like, there's no one else. There's no reason to pick up anyone else. Like, we know that we want Saiyan. We started running games with him. He didn't really need too much improvement. The only thing that he has ever been struggling with is decision-making and, like, clutch moments. And we've been working with him on that, and he's been just, I mean, he's dominating. His call-outs, his communication, they were great off the start.
Seems like he really feeds off you guys, and he's like taking everything you guys say.
So comfortable.
He is. It's insane.
You guys
it really is. It's so nice to have a comfortable, like, he's just comfortable. And, like, you can tell when someone's comfortable and you know they're playing their game, like, and you don't have to worry about them. And that's actually really nice. Like, sometimes people have bad games or something like that, or you see, like, they're not in their element or something. They're just not playing well. You kind of have to help them out a little bit more. Tom's the guy who helps those players out. He's so relaxed on our team, and it's nice to have one person who's just calm, consistent in every way, really. His shot's always good. His communication's always good. And I think that's why we did so well at Vegas as well. And Victory has been obviously just dominating lately. So
the old man's still got it.
Yeah, he's got it, man.
The old man is still have it. But we speak about being comfortable. You yourself, you're playing 2 games at the moment. You're keeping on the top at H1Z1. You're keeping on the top of Halo. You're obviously streaming, one of the biggest streamers in the world now. Does this add a lot of pressure to you? Do you feel it?
No, I really don't. It's insane. I don't know why. I think I haven't really felt pressure since, like, I don't even say, like, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like, once I started streaming, really just took all of that away from me, having thousands of people watch. And obviously just competing for so long as well, that helps. But I would even say, it's funny, a lot of people always ask, or people say, you know, if I do bad in Halo, it's because of H1Z1 or vice versa or anything like that. But I can tell you right now that 100% I'm actually playing at my best because of H1Z1. Like, competing in the competing in the 5s, like, Halo is about communication and stuff like that. Like, pretty much a lot. of the time in games, but the shot calling that you need to do in H1Z1, like you have to know what you want to do. You have to be, everyone has to be like focused, and you're just constantly shot calling where you need to go, what needs to happen. And like I have been bringing that into our scrims a lot. Immediately, I've just noticed, I've been telling everyone, you know, focus on overshield. Like I usually just get so zoned in the game. I'm not worried about weapon times. I'm not worried about the overshield times. I'm waiting for someone else to tell me. And like I'm taking advantage of that now and letting people know, like, guys, no more deaths. OS is coming up. Like, and that's because
it seems to be playing off. I mean, we've seen you guys kind of rings volumes what you said. You are playing at the top level of the Halo at the moment that you have been doing, and the team just looks absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure we'll see much more to come this weekend. But
hopefully,
one question coming in on Twitter then from a viewer: which series are you most looking? Not your team. Which series are you most looking forward to seeing this weekend?
Well, it was the Envy Splyce, obviously.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 Splyce. Saw that. We saw that, and I think that. I mean, dude.
What do you think's going on with Team Envious?
Dude, it's what who was it? I think Tom or Elamite. Someone said that like they focus so hard on Optic, thinking that like Optic is going to be like who they need to focus on, that they get surprised by these other top teams. And another thing that Dave said, Walshy said, this is, in my opinion, the first time that the team changes have made every team better, like by a lot. Absolutely. I mean, you see our team, we're performing now like we weren't doing very good. You know, besides Evil Geniuses, I think like usually the majority of the teams get the short end of the stick. Evil Geniuses, and you know, they're not here. Allegiance, they're a great team, but they're not here. But like every team that is here right now can win and can beat the other team.
Yeah.
So Envy, I don't know what's going on. I think that just everyone's kind of catching up, man. Catching up. People are playing well.
Made it interesting. It's going to be a belting weekend. So good luck for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, guys.
To you and the team. We're going to take a very short break, guys. Do not go anywhere. Once we're back, we're coming in hot with more Halo action. Don't go anywhere. See you then.